Let me just fix this brow because it is looking like it's playing hide and go seek. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have my favorite top drugstore products that I am currently using and things that I just can't put down. Obviously, I'm a lover of high-end makeup, but let's bring it down to our roots because, I mean, let's get real. I know we all started from drugstore makeup. Also, these products may not work out for you, but they definitely are my personal faves. If there are some products that have not worked for you, I'm sorry, you know, sometimes it works for people, sometimes it doesn't. That's just how it goes. Now, I do use a lot of drugstore makeup, and there's even more products on top of this that I actually truly love. But I wanted to pick out the products that pop out at me, that I'm continuously repurchasing, and I find that are holy grail for me, and I will always use them, and I have picked them up in different shades. Okay, so now I'm gonna start off with foundations, and let's start off with the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation. I have this in 3 shades, so I obviously really love this. This foundation is excellent for every day because it looks really nice and natural if you do a couple pumps to the face and you use it with a beauty blender. Now, if you want to kind of add up the coverage, then you can build this up. And this is probably one of the only foundations that I don't mind layering because it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel cakey, and it still makes my face look really nice and flawless and not like layered. Not that I'm saying that it's wrong to layer. If you want to layer, go ahead and layer. This does have an SPF of 15, but I have worn this out to events and also on date nights and out, and I haven't had any issues with flashback whatsoever. Also, another thing is this is supposed to be a skin transforming foundation where it's supposed to actually improve your skin. I can't really say that it has improved my skin just because I do have a skincare regimen. Those kind of claims I never like hold on to, but just basically for every day, or if you want to just ump it up in coverage, I think this is great for natural and up to a medium. Like I said, it just gives you that just enough glow. If you're someone that doesn't want something too radiant, this is for you, and especially if you don't want something that's flat matte. But I just love the way this feels on the skin, and I feel like it really is a better skin foundation. The face looks bomb. Now, if you want something with more full coverage and something that's really nice and matte, L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte is where to go. If you are someone that has super oily skin, you want this. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. It works just like a high-end. It is probably the best drugstore full coverage foundation I have personally tried. I haven't tried the Milani Conceal and I don't know, whatever it's called, the Milani one that everybody's raving about. I haven't tried it out yet. I probably will in the future though, just because I still hear the hype about it. This though is just holy grail. I know so many people love it. It is awesome. There's no SPF, so if you are worried about flashback, this will not give it to you. It says it's a 24-hour foundation, so if you're someone who's just and you need something to last, this is for you. Like it says, it is a pro matte foundation, so don't think that you're gonna get any kind of radiance or nice glow from this. This is straight up flat matte. You can always add in some glow with some facial mist, some highlighter, you know, stuff like that, but this is just gonna cement your skin. Sometimes I will say though, if I do have dry patches, it will cling on to those areas, so I do kind of have to be careful with it. I'll just kind of be very minimal with application, and I'll make sure to kind of put a more moisturizing primer in those areas because this will cling on to dry skin. So if you have dry skin, you will not like this, run away. But if you have combination skin, oily skin, extreme oils, this is for you. So now that I showed you the Pro Matte, obviously you know L'Oreal came out with the Pro Glow, but if you don't know, now you know. Get it? Corny. I know I'm corny. But this is another 24-hour foundation, so if you need something that's gonna last, trust me, it's gonna last because I've worn this probably at the most about 15 hours and my skin looked great, especially when you set it. And anytime you set anything, it's gonna last longer. I'm currently wearing it right now, so if you're someone who is a fan of the Pro Matte, but you still want a little bit more luminosity and more glow to the skin, try this out. If you're oily, don't be scared because that's how I was. I have combination skin, I'm oily, my T-zone, normal all around, but when I got this, I was like, oh, I don't think it's really gonna work for me because whenever you see like glow, radiance, or all that, you're just like oil, seepage, need to blot, oh my gosh. That one also has great coverage, so it can look really natural, or you can go a little bit more full and you can build it up to a medium. This is what it looks like, and I'm loving it. Now, a powder that I use to set my face, and most of the products that I'm mentioning today, I am currently wearing them, just so I can show you an example. But today I set my face with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. So if you love that Pro Matte look, Pro Matte foundation with this on top, it is just like, whoom, you are locked and sealed for the whole entire day. Oh, and really quick before I forget, if you ever mix the Pro Matte with the Pro Glow, this is a bomb combination too. Okay, so now going back to the powder, I love this for every day. I even like this just on its own, and that's when I truly love like a powder foundation, when I can use it not only to set my makeup, which is what most people use powders for, but also just alone on itself. I think it keeps me nice and matte. It doesn't give me that really powdery look, although I do use setting spray, but if I don't use setting spray, it doesn't look powdery on my skin. I think it works just as well as my Makeup Forever Pro Matte powder. I find that it's pretty equivalent to that. Is it Pro Matte or Matte? Whatever, the matte one. But whenever I'm on the go, I always take this in my purse just because it does have a sponge, which is currently not in here because I need to wash it. But I just love how compact it is and how you can just stick it in your little purses if you need to. And it's great for a touch-up because it doesn't end up looking cakey. Because some powders, when after you like place it on and you continuously kind of try to like pat oils and stuff like that, you look super cakey by the end of the night, and it's just, no girl. No. Now, I'm not going to go too into these products just because I have mentioned them quite a bit on my channel. I'm currently wearing the blush right now, and this is the e.l.f. blush palette. It is awesome. I am wearing this blush right here with a little bit of mix of this one. What color is this? The dark palette? Yeah, this is the dark palette. I also have the light palette. Only $6. These last really well. I find that they are awesome blush palettes. If you have not tried these, you need to try them. They are awesome. They last all day long. I never get patchy. $6, you can't beat that. It's not a super silky blush. It is a little on the powdery side, but it is gonna last. Now, next up is the Maybelline Contour Palette. I absolutely love this for an everyday look. I use this a ton. As you can tell, it is just a complete mess. I am currently wearing the highlight right now, and I love the blush. It is a dupe of the NARS Orgasm, I believe. It has a really nice sheen. It's not a flat pink look. The contour palette is also great as well. This palette, all in all, is awesome. I wish it was a little bit smaller to kind of like take this area out. It comes with a brush. The brush was really shitty, but other than that, this product is great. And the reason why I wish it was smaller is just because I find that Rimmel just hit it out of the park with the packaging. Look how small it is compared to the Maybelline. It's much smaller, and you have all 3 shades. Most of the time, people don't use the brushes in the palettes, and if you are, I would hope it's kind of a good brush. The one that came in the contour one for Maybelline wasn't good, but I love this contour palette because the highlight is beautiful, the blush and the contour shade is awesome. I do have the medium and also the deep. They do have a light palette as well, and I love it when it hits the rainbow. These are awesome and super small and compact, and I'm someone where I do touch up my blush when I go out, so I don't like to bring a ton of different products. So since this is all 3-in-1, I will put this in my purse because it is super small, and blush is just something that fades on me quick and on a lot of other people, so I always keep this handy. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. I know I ordered one of them off of Walmart, and then the other one I found at CVS. Okay, so now let's get into some lashes because I don't know, I just love lashes so much, and I wear so many different types of lashes, and I find that these drugstore lashes work just as well as those high-end brands and all the brands that all of us are talking about. I find that they look so beautiful and really high-end. Now, the lashes I am currently wearing, they are a drugstore pair, and usually when you see this really nice fluttery flared out look with lots of dimension, it's a super expensive lash. Now, the lashes I'm currently wearing are in the style Peony from Kiss. I love the Blooming Lash collection because there's a lot of dimension and it looks super fluttery, and I don't know, I just love the effect that it gives. It doesn't look super just fake and just one-dimensional. Has lots of flares, and I don't know, it makes the eye look great. As you can see the picture in the back, that's what it looks like. It looks really nice and natural. I just love, like I said, like there's layering of the hairs, and they even put like a little circle on the side so you can see, so it's like, oh, look at the multi-angle of the lash. Style I am wearing is Peony, but they do have other ones. Which one is this one? In Tulip. So it's a little bit smaller and shorter, and this one looks just as beautiful. Great for obviously a more natural look. Try the Blooming Lash line and you will love it. It looks like a super high-end lash. I believe these are about $7.99, and again, they last quite a bit if you take care of them. I mean, I'm pretty good with my lashes, and I can get about, I would say 7 to 8 wears out of them when I'm really careful. Now, I know liquid lipsticks are all the craze, and I happen to hear a lot of negative comments about this formula, but for me personally, I absolutely love it, and I don't see anything different than with a high-end one compared to this one. I'm currently wearing it right now, and this is the Milani Amore Matte Liquid Lipsticks. I don't know, I find that people just said they're too drying, they go in the fine lines. I find that lots of expensive high-end liquid lipsticks do the same thing to me too. Obviously, it's a liquid lipstick, so it is nothing that's more emollient like a regular lipstick. It's going to go right into those fine lines and settle. It's inevitable. I mean, you can kind of prep and prime your lips with like a lip primer, or unless you have like lip fillers. I know a lot of girls have like no lines whatsoever just because they do have that filler. They last long on me. I love them. I just make sure I put a balm over. This is just a clear balm over this shade. And what the hell? There's no shade on here? That is so weird. Okay, there's no shade on this, but I know that I know this is like their only nude shade. So that is so weird. I never noticed that. And so that's the shade I'm currently wearing. It's a perfect nude for every single day. And it has more, it's more of a peachy nude. And then I love this pink shade. It is awesome. I wish I could tell you the shades. Maybe I'll find them online when I look up, when I edit, but that is just so strange to me, huh? Anyhow, I really love them. I find that they work just like a regular high-end liquid lipstick. My favorite current black liner is the Rimmel Gel Liner. I just find that it works so well for me. I know some people have difficulties with this one. This is my go-to right now. My other go-to is Sigma's Wicked Gel Liner, but ever since I discovered this, I have been using this every single day. It is only, I believe, $5.99. Look how nice and black it is. For me, it doesn't transfer and it lasts all day. Now for my brows, I absolutely love, I was a big time fan of the NYX Micro Brow and I still am. I just find that I keep gravitating towards this pencil, and this is the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal. It is awesome. It's what I have on my brows currently right now. I am still a fan of the micro brow, don't get me wrong. It's just that I cannot stop purchasing this one because I find that it lasts just a little bit longer on me. I don't know what it is, but it just does. But it's an awesome pencil. I find that the micro brow from NYX or this one is a great dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I find that that pencil is just so overly priced. I mean, at $23, people are going through pencils like crazy. Trust me, I would know because I used to repurchase it all the time. I do have that pencil currently, and I don't know, I just find the Drugstore just works so well, and I don't really think it's worth it. I know some people swear by it. Don't get mad, don't get upset. It's just my personal opinion. I just find that it works, I don't know, just as good, if not better. And of course, to set my brows, you guys already know I did a full video on this. The Essence Make Me Brow. This is a complete dupe for Benefit. The shades are a little bit different. I think it makes my brows last. I have no issues with it. I find that the Benefit is a little bit more pigmented and more wet in formula. I like this one. I don't know. I like them both though, but if you're looking for an alternative and you don't want to spend, I believe it's $23. I don't know, but this one is super cheap, $2.99. That's like crazy low. And then my current favorite makeup setting spray, which I've been using every single day, and I did put in my September favorites. So if you saw that, then you already know, and I'll link that video down below. This is the Makeup Fixing Mist by Pixi. This has rose water and green tea, and I love it. I believe this is around 15 bucks, but it's definitely worth it. You can get this at Target or anywhere where they sell Pixi. Oh, it just smells so good, and I just love it. I think it's great for every single day. I don't find that it lasts as long as my other higher end makeup setting sprays, but I feel like it does a good job where it's worth actually purchasing. Go smell it. Bomb. And two highlighters that I did mention in my September favorites as well are the Maybelline Strobing Sticks. I love the shades. I love the formula specifically. Just like when you put it on your skin and you rub it out, it goes from a cream to powder formula. I think it looks awesome on the skin. This was like the more champagne one. This one is like #1 that's more pearl. And it blends in beautifully. It's one of those products where even if you did put on your foundation and you already set it, a lot of the times you're like, shoot, I don't really want to put like a liquid on top of a powder, but this is different. Like you can do that. So I can go ahead and just take the stick and I can just place it right on my finger if I wanted to, and then just start patting that in, and it blends in fine because the way the texture is, it blends in from cream to powder. So you can just umph it up if you wanted to, and I love it. I don't think they give a lot of product. I think it's a little nub. But other than that, I absolutely love the product. I haven't really been blown away from cream highlighters. I'm more of like a powder highlighter chick. This is like something that I keep continuously like grabbing. And I think it's just the convenience factor of knowing that most of the time with liquid highlighters, I forget to put them on after I set my face. So I don't really like mixing the liquid onto powder. But this one, I'm just like, hey, I can use these. So that is it for my top drugstore products. Again, some of the products may not work for you. Everybody's different, but I would love to know if some of the products that I mentioned have worked out for you. I don't know, these have just been like everything to me and I've been using them so much and neglecting a lot of my high-end makeup. If you have any suggestions, also leave those down below because I love reading your comments and seeing what products that you guys like to try out because I want to try it out and I'm sure other people want to read it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up with my future videos and join my Ohana because Ohana means family and no one gets left behind. I'll leave all my social medias linked down below as well and all my previous videos. I love you guys. Thank you for always being so sweet and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah! Whoop whoop!